We are all truly kinesthetic. We are all truly kinesthetic. I know sometimes there are these tests you can take to say whether you're auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. We're all really kinesthetic. Think about it. Like, you go to sleep. Why? Because you feel tired. You eat. Why? Because you feel hungry. And kinesthetic is all about feeling. It's all about feeling. It's about movement. It can be external movement and it can be internal movement. But kinesthetic is about movement. It's about feeling. So what does that mean? That means that at our core, because we are kinesthetic and because we do operate based off of feelings, that means sometimes people's words are not the truest form of what they're actually feeling, but their actions are. The kinesthetic nature of the person, their actions are based off of how they truly feel and how they want to operate in the world. Not to get too deep into the science of this, but we have three brains in our head. You think we have one brain? Yes, it is one brain, like one physical structure. However, it can be broken down into three separate parts. So we have the reptilian brain, which is like the very first part of the brain that are essentially all reptiles have. And that has to deal with our survival. Again, these feeling things, the need to like do things, need to eat, to sleep, even to procreate, and to do the nasty, do the dirty. How you doing? That's the first level. The second level is the mammalian brain, which is what mammals have. And that has to do with emotions, feelings, things of that nature. Like, I'm in love, or I feel sad, or I feel angry. That's sort of what that has to deal with. And then the last level, the third level, is what's called the neocortex. And that's what humans have. This neocortex is essentially gives us humans the ability to think things and perceive things and to solve mathematical equations and to organize. So that's what that neocortex is for. So when someone is talking to you and telling you something, they're essentially tapping into this reptilian brain, tapping into this mammalian brain, and then speaking using their neocortex brain to speak, to give language to what is happening in that reptilian and that mammalian brain. However, right, because it is a neocortex, you can essentially use that neocortex to really say whatever you want to say. Right? The neocortex can really filter out the feelings and the true thoughts, the true emotions, the true actions of what's happening in that mammalian and reptilian brain. However, actions are really determined by these other second brains that are truly at the core of who we are and our truest, strongest nature. So if someone is telling you something, but their actions are saying something different, probably the actions are probably right, opposed to the words. Because again, us humans, we can filter the words and sort of say the right things using our neocortex, using this human brain. But the reptilian brain, the mammalian brain, that brain does not lie. That is the feeling. That is the kinesthetic nature of us. Even when we were in our mother's womb, we didn't see, we didn't think, we didn't talk. What did we do? We moved. We moved our bodies around. When someone touched her belly, maybe we kicked. So that is at our core. Our core is truly kinesthetic in movement and its action and its feelings. So watch people's actions that will always give you the truth based off of who they are and what they're saying actually behind the words.